One of the hallmarks of a progressive society is the ability of its leaders to institute people-centric interventions capable of uplifting the living standards of its people and fast-tracking their economic growth and prosperity. Jigawa in the last 3 years has not fallen short of this standard as the Governor Muhammad Badaru-led administration continues to lead the state to its glorious future. The impact of governance is being felt across all sectors and strata of the Jigawa society, despite the burden of financial obligations inherited from the previous administration and the declining fiscal resources accruable to the state. Indeed, the progress recorded so far in all the sectors has indicated that with ingenuity and innovative approach to governance, hopes can be restored, dreams achieved, and challenges transformed to opportunities. The Governor Muhammad Badaru-led administration has shown that with a strong commitment and positive attitude towards governance, a lot can be achieved by government regardless of the enormity of challenges in the system. While many will have crumbled under the weight of the financial burden inherited by this administration, Governor Badaru and his team of highly innovative and passionate cabinet members have tackled the challenges by creatively managing the contractual commitments and financial liabilities bequeathed to them. It should be noted that as at 29th May 2015, the volume of liabilities and ongoing capital projects was at the time more than the entire annual budget of the state, which was 100 billion naira. Ironically, the state's financial liquidity position stood at 16 million naira. Some of the financial liabilities inherited include capital expenditure liabilities of 13.64 billion naira, contractual commitments valued at 91.6 billion naira, inherited liabilities carried forward from previous administrations amounting to 1.57 billion naira, other financial liabilities of 8 billion naira, including unpaid 17% government pension contribution for several months, pay-as-you-go, and borrowed contractual retention money of over 1.92 billion naira. Other liabilities inherited by this administration are the 950 million naira outstanding internal and external scholarship for the 2013-2014 academic sessions, 614 million naira outstanding examination fees for over 19,000 students for the 2014 and 2015 academic session, outstanding state counterpart funding for SUBEB, Fadama 3, and IFAD accumulated unpaid interest on CBN loan of 2 billion naira meant for MSME development, but used to pay contractors, as well as 1.6 billion naira being outstanding pension liabilities in respect of local government and local education authorities. Coupled with the financial liabilities, the state was burdened with a lot of other challenges which could have crippled the operations of government if not properly managed. This includes declining fiscal resources, high cost of governance, unsustainable salary bills, and inefficiencies in resource management. In preventing the state from plunging into financial chaos, government quickly adopted the prudence and value for money principle. Governor Badaru, being a trained accountant, understands that governance is public trust, and nowhere should this be more evident than in the management of public resources, financial or otherwise. Through these measures, the cost of governance and service delivery has been drastically reduced, while at the same time expanding the scope and quality of public service. For instance, the cost of facility management for various government buildings was reduced by more than 50%, with no loss in quality and with almost all existing contractors retained. In addition, standing orders on government spending has been reduced by 27%. Also, government house expenditure has been reduced by 68%. Expenses of the Deputy Governor's Office reduced by 46%. Security and related expenses reduced by 91%. Protocol expenses reduced by 81%, while overhead has been reduced by 54%. Also on capital expenditure, a review of the inherited contracts from the previous administration was undertaken, and many contractors have given discounts ranging between 10 to 20%, which resulted in significant savings of 8.4 billion naira on road contracts and a total savings of 11 billion naira on all contracts. Even with the massive decline in financial resources available to the government, it has not failed in its responsibility of discharging its financial obligations. Salaries and allowances are being paid as at when due. In addition, capital investments have also been made in critical sectors. This can be attributed to clearly defined objectives, driven by a focus on strategic areas with immediate and long-term quick wins for the people. With the acute shortage in revenue allocation from the federal government, the state government is determined to increase internally generated revenue through the introduction of innovative and aggressive approach in revenue collection. This approach has led to the capture of 50,000 new taxpayers in the electronic database, leading to an increment of IGR from 5.9 billion naira in 2016 to 8.07 billion naira. This increase is as a result of government's efforts in diversifying the state's revenue base and blockage of leakages. Also, the stabilization fund, which was less than a million, stood at 386 million naira.